Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? Welcome back to 7 Days of Daily Growth with Nay. Usually it take me like a long time to like even start a video, but today I'm just going right in it, and I just hope it's a good one. Because it's late, I'm just really getting home. I had a long week. I'm so grateful and thankful to be home alone. It's peaceful, no kids. Y'all, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I cannot wait to truly settle down tonight and just relax. I mean, like, fully relax and just breathe because I need it. I feel like I haven't really took a deep breath and slowed down and breathed since Tuesday. So, I'm thankful to be right here right now, knowing that after this, it's like full mode of getting things together around here so I can get ready for bed. Yes, on a Saturday. I will not keep y'all long, I promise. I do not, seriously, I do not want to be up here for long. I don't want to be editing for long today. I'm really, really, really ready to go to bed. Well, not even go to sleep. I'm really just ready to lay it down. It's Saturday, Reflection Saturday. It's the end of week 6, I believe. So, yeah. Tomorrow starts a new week, and that's where I want to start with my reflection. And just a reminder, I reflected off camera today. I was at my grandma's today, reflected over at her house while my niece was asleep, because after my siblings I ended up getting my niece today, and she just left a few minutes ago, probably like 20 minutes ago. And so it's finally just me. And yeah, so I was over there earlier today and I reflected while I was there, and so I just have what I wrote for my reflection, and then also it's usually in my book, but I had to improvise because I was like, I need to go ahead and get it done now. Well, I knew that I was going to be getting back late, and that I would probably only have enough time to really go ahead and start this video. So I was like, let me go ahead and get this out the way. So yes, I did reflect earlier for 10 minutes. I already stated it has been a long week. It has. And the craziest part about what I wrote today is that, I was on the way home, and, I was receiving this message, and the message was saying the exact thing that I had reflected on this week. So basically, I was sitting there laying on my uncle's bed, and I was like, man, just thinking about the week. Like, I was like, I know it's been a long week, but what can we reflect on besides the fact that it's been a long week? And so I was just sitting there. I was like, well, the fact that it has been a long week, and the fact that tomorrow's Sunday and it's a new week, I'm just in the mood to leave the past in the past. I have to keep moving forward no matter what last week looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to even discuss it. It was one of those weeks where I don't want to think about it. I don't want to discuss it. I'm just going to keep moving forward because that's all I can do. That's literally all I can do. And that was a message that I had received on the way home. It was like, keep moving forward because the past is the past. And I was like, wow, I just wrote that earlier. Because literally, that's all I can do. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot to get done. So there's no need to, with the week that I had anyway, there's no need to dwell on that week. Just keep going. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. And my ride home, I was getting so emotional because, I know that I have to keep going and moving forward. And I know that with doing that, I have to really, truly, I chose me, but I have to keep practicing the art of putting me first. Because I look and I see that I'm still this person that gives her last. I can do it. Yes, I got you. Because at the time, and in the message I was receiving, it made me realize that I do take pride in the fact that, I can help somebody. That, I have a shirt on my back that I don't mind giving away. I take pride in, having the heart that I have. And that's okay. But, I had to realize, and it's crazy because I had the same thought earlier today and I had put on social media, I can't save everybody. As much as I want to help and as much as I want to be there, I cannot save every single person. And that hurts to even think about and to know, but where I am in life and the journey that I'm on, I can't really afford to continue to try to save everybody. There's a lot of people that need help. There's a lot of people that need my help. There's a lot of people that call on me. But I literally cannot save everybody, especially when I'm continuously trying to save myself, heal myself. You know, like, it took me a lot to come from the place that I've come from, like mentally and emotionally. And when you give and do, that can put you back to a place where you're mentally and physically and emotionally drained. The more you try to help and save others, the more you're drowning yourself. And I'm tired of drowning myself. I don't have the energy, I don't have the lung capacity to continue to keep going under for other people. You know, to keep trying to help other people. God's giving me all the strength for me right now. I have stuff to do. There's still a lot to be done, which was the message that I received. And I saw that as so true, because there's still so much that I have to do, that I have to get done. And I can't save everybody. I can't help everybody. I have to choose wisely. I have to pick the battles wisely. But I have to know that I can't, choose and help everybody. I can't fight everyone's battle for them. I don't have that type of resource in me to continuously try to help everybody, be there for everybody. I just don't have it right now, because I have stuff to do. And until I'm able to reach my hand down and help somebody else climb up, I just can't be that person. And that's what I realized literally on the way in back home. And that's something I didn't write, and that's something that's just coming out now because it's literally on the tip of my brain. And as I look back on my week, yes, I have to learn to think about myself and use discernment, continuously use that discernment and know what battle to fight and what one not to. Sometimes you have to say no. Sometimes you have to say I don't have it. Sometimes you really do, especially when you have stuff to do. That's important. All I can do this week is go forward with confidence and joy. I started classes Monday. It's a new semester. Last semester, yes, thank you God. So that's my focus. Like, what I have going on is my focus. I can't think about what I did last week that could have possibly drowned me, or I can't think about the thoughts that I had about certain situations or whatever. I can't think about any of that. All I can do is move on into this next week, knowing that some weeks aren't worth dwelling on. You have to know that it's some weeks that you have to move on from with confidence and joy as you go into your next week. Nothing matters anymore. It's a new week. It is what it is. You just keep moving. Whatever that looks like for you, just keep moving. I'm not saying every week, because you're not going to have a week like that all the time. And so I just had a week where, as I reflect, I'm like, you know what? It's been a week. And it's been one of those weeks that I'm not, so happy with. Like, good days, great days, but, just could have made some better decisions, could have, been a better person. And so I'm just moving into my next week with confidence and joy, and definitely solitude, y'all. I just got to buckle down and sit down. But truthfully, I haven't really been around anyone with my siblings, and I don't know when I'm going to see them again, and because I'm not driving, and they're about to go to school, so I'm thankful to have had that time with them, and I'm going to get more into that in a second. So one thing is patience. I know what patience is, and I've practiced patience before. But I feel like I'm in a season right now where patience is being highlighted specifically. And I feel like I was shown that this week with my siblings. It's crazy how God uses children to teach you a lot about yourself, like, truthfully. That's so true. And so you don't just say, your kids teach you patience and then that's it. and it just stops right there. You know, you're taught something through something else, but you can use it in every aspect of your life, and patience is one of those things. So to just have the week that I had and realize that you need to start practicing your patience, like you need to get back to that, to have that thought, you know, let me know that there's things that are coming, that let me know that, you know, I need to buckle down, because, you know, apparently I'm still not as patient as I thought, and this is a season to try to master it. This is a season that you need to be finding ways to practice patience, because you need to master it, because, you know, you might have lost your patience a couple of times this week with the kids, and, you know, that showed you a lot. So now take that lesson and take it into life. So now you know that you need to continue to master patience, because I don't have kids, but the fact that I know that I need to continue to master patience lets me know that there's a reason for that. There's a reason why patience has been highlighted this week. You know, I took that reflection with me not having as much patience with them this week to know that, okay, I need to find ways to start practicing patience, because I haven't really mastered it. So let me start working on it, because there's other areas in my life that might require me to be patient, and I don't want to blow that. I don't want to stand in the way of my own blessings because I'm not patient enough. So the ability to show and be patient says a lot in a lot of aspects of your life. And to realize that, you know, okay, well, you gotta work on that. You know, you gotta go back to practicing what it means to be patient. You know, that did let me know a lot. That made me realize, like, hey, it might not be with just kids. Like, down the road, you might have a situation where, you know, patience is required. So, you know, get yourself ready. That's what I took from me. Get yourself ready. You need to work on that. Also, the ability to stay calm. You know, a couple of times, you know, I got frustrated and upset really fast. Like, you know, not thinking before I reacted. And I'm not saying like but, you know, just getting very irritated. You know, kids can take you there. But it's also a part of how you control your own emotions. It's your own self-control as well. Yes, kids have the ability to bring out a lot in you, but you also have to know that self-control over your emotions, because kids are just humans too, and they have feelings too. So even though they evoke that, you cannot, like, and I hope I used that word right, I feel like I did, but you got to, when it's played on when a child do what they do, you have to be fully in control of your emotions. You have to know, okay, I cannot react this way, because first of all, this is a child, and second, you shouldn't just react that way at all. You have to think before you react. You can't get irritated so fast. You can't, like, even if that was not a kid, I still would not have wanted to get upset that fast. Like, in general, I don't want to be that way, you know? So that was two things that my patience and, you know, just learning to stay calm and really thinking before I react. Really, it really is crazy how you learn a lot from a child, like from children, about yourself. It's crazy. But, you know, I do want to touch really quick as far as like a healing journey, as far as myself. I wrote, but as a female who wants to raise a family one day, my ability to truly look after and care for kids allows me to truly realize my caregiver traits. The last thing I ever want to be is a mother that isn't in control of her own emotions. I know I won't be perfect, but I'm not lying to you. I'm going to try to be a perfect mother. And that's the truth. Because, you know, a lot of, you know, generational trauma stems from women, mothers, not being in control of their own emotions. Same for fathers too. But I say mothers because a lot of people are raised in single households, and I was one of those people. So to me, I feel like the people you grow up with, your caregiver, their emotional trauma can affect them a lot, which in turn can have an effect on their children. So I truly work, and that's what it is. That's what I thought of when I was thinking about this earlier today. I was thinking about the fact that, when I first started my journey, it had a lot to do with, who do you want to be years from now? Who are you trying to become? Who are you trying to work towards? Who is that person? What are the things that you want to be doing years from now? That's what you need to start doing now. That's what you need to start working on now. And so, me, I want to be a good mother. That was one of the things I thought about when I thought about that question. And I thought about how, I want to be a mother that is there as much as she can be, as much as possible. So, starting my journey, I wanted to work on my own emotional trauma and, mental health, because as best as I can, I want to be there for my kids, and I don't want my trauma trickling down onto them. I don't want them to have to deal with the mom that does not know how to control her emotions, that snaps, that isn't patient, that's neglectful, and I'm just using examples. That's depressed, can't take care of them because they're depressed. Dealing with addictions, just in general, just in general. I didn't want to be that person. I wanted to start, working on the woman that will get up, will be there for her kids, that's emotional healthy. One thing about me is I looked at everything when it came to my journey. As I mentioned yesterday, as far as my skin, I made that a goal for me. And another goal as I started my journey was to be a good mother. So I have to work on me so that when I have kids, that's possible. Because I spent that time working on myself inside out, working on my trauma, working on the way I do things, working on what time I get up, because kids gotta be up ready for school. The way I want to raise my kids, the way I envision raising my kids, that's going to take a lot from me. So I have to go ahead and put that work into myself now. So I'm thankful that, as a big sister and as an aunt and as a person that actually works with kids, I'm able to get taught a lot throughout these years, so that when I have my own, nobody knows what it's like to have a kid until they have one. So, I know it's not going to be a walk in the park just because I've had experience. But I'll be prepared and I'll be ready. And all I need to do is love on them, when they do get here. So that was just one of the things that, came to me this week, my self-reflection. Not only do, I need to continue to work on those aspects in, a caregiver way, but also in other aspects of my life, because again, I don't have kids now, but it could be another situation that comes where, I need to be patient, I need to be calm, I need to work on how I react. This week, a little bit this week, I saw in myself, and it's usually my thoughts, they get real crazy. I need to go ahead and start praying for more humility, more humble as I continue to grow in life. Because I'm going to be truthful and say sometimes I want to pop my stuff. Sometimes I want to pop my stuff. To me, not being humble is showing your hand. When you're not a person that's humble, I feel like you show your hand. Because you're not humble. You don't know how to be quiet. You know who you are and what you're capable of, and you show it. You put it out there. That's not being humble. That's not being humble. So I kind of want to read what I wrote. And I barely can see, so I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I try not to look down. But, So, when I sit back and I think, sometimes I have to really talk to myself. And this is one of the things that I've been talking to myself about all week. But now, because it's something that I reflected on, I'm going to say it out loud again. You never have to prove anything to anybody when you truly know what you're out here doing. Also, I learned that God knows who I am. He knows what's in store. We both know what season I'm in, and we both know where I'm headed. Once I get there, I won't have to pop my stuff because everything is going to speak for itself. I won't have to say anything. I won't have to, again, pop my stuff. I don't have to ask to be more humble. I don't have to think how I think because it's going to speak for itself. In everything, like literally, everything is going to speak for itself. So right now, while I show my hand and keep myself held back from what's to come, when I can just keep quiet and keep planning and strategizing so that I can play all my cards right. So this week I kept talking to myself because again, like I told y'all, what did I read? So this week, like I told y'all, I have these thoughts, not because I want to be boastful, but because, people feel like they can play with me because I'm very humble. I'm quiet all the time. Nobody, even if I'm always on the media doing whatever I want to do because it's my life, I'm still this mysterious person. Like, people still don't know the half of what's going on. So sometimes I be ready, I be ready to show my hand. But I have to, and it be my thoughts sometimes, like, F it. Like, and then sometimes certain things I see, it's like, stop being humble. Just, you are it. You are that, But, then I sit back and I think about, God. And I think about, I'm always saying be humble. And then I read it in the Bible about, being humble. And the strength in being humble. So the thought that really came to me was, why show your hand? It ain't time to play your hands right now. So if you need to hear that, hear it. Be humble. It ain't time to show your hand. And when it's time to lay out them cards, after you done got it all together, your next moves, every single time you make a move, when you ready to make a move, you ain't gotta say, you ain't gotta forcefully lay it on the table. You just lay it out and everybody looking and they like, oh. And you grab everything that's in the middle of the table. It's yours. It's all yours. You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing. You just grab what's rightfully yours. That's humbleness. That's being quiet. You don't have to show your hand ever. I know some of us, and that's why I keep it real with y'all. I keep it all the way real with y'all. That's where I was this week. I was at a crossroads, for real. I really do sometimes. Not every time I get these thoughts, but sometimes I get in a mode where, why do people think they can play? Why do anybody think that I'm not in it to win it? And that's every aspect. Like, I don't know. And sometimes I get them thoughts. But it ain't nothing but the devil. Because I was just about to say I get them evil thoughts. Like, them like, come on now. So, then, God just takes over. He takes over. And this week, he's telling me, like, your time coming, your season coming. And even when it comes, it's not even about you being humble. It's yours. It's rightfully yours. So when you lay it all down on the table, grab what's yours. And only what's yours. You worked for that. You strategized. You planned. You did what you had to do for that. You didn't boast. You didn't lean over and say, oh, you ain't finna, you ain't got it. Oh, I got the best out here. No, it ain't even about that. Sometimes we get like that, we get in a mode. And I'm telling y'all, this week, it was one of them weeks. But I realized, remain humble. Because, again, even when it's time Even when it's time, I'm still not going to have to pop anything. I'm going to just grab what's mine and keep it moving. Play the next hand. Play the next hand that's dealt. Life is a game. Chess, not checkers. You feel me? So, yeah. If you needed to hear that, hear it, truthfully. Stay humble. Humble beast. Stay humble, no matter how hard it is sometimes. Keep being silent. Keep strategizing. Keep planning until it's time to play your cards. And when it's time to play your cards, you won't have to say nothing. Just grab it. They see it. They see it. It's on the table for everybody to see. You still won't even have to say anything. So why pop it now? Why say something now and be a fool? And then life happens. You throw that out. You being boastful. You done being boastful. You throw out your hand. You know, everybody throw out their hand. Dude over there smirking. Now you held back. You in the negatives. You done pushed yourself down a little bit. Because you should have just been quiet. You shouldn't have just said nothing about nothing. Because now when you being boastful, everybody at the table plotting on how they can strategize and how they can plan to come out above you, to keep you where you at. So, and that's just what came to my head. You know, as I'm going through my week. Eventually, I got to this moment where I'm like, you know, you good where you at? You ain't gotta, you know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Every time, it's all good. You ain't gotta say nothing, and you know you ain't gotta say nothing. Don't let the devil infiltrate your mind to think you gotta be boastful, to think you gotta play your hand, to think you gotta speak on everything. People on social media are stop being humble. Stop. No, keep being humble. Keep being humble and work hard. That's a humble beast. I promise the results gonna be better. I promise. I'm gonna end it with, you know, this. Truthfully though, self-reflection this week is leaving me in my bag. It's now or never, and I'm very clear on what's next. I ended it with, it's not harvest season yet. I'm still in the field putting in work. I'm still in the garden planting, hoeing, pulling up weeds, watering, talking, speaking over it, watching it grow day to day. I'm still there. I'm still putting in work. I'm still overall every aspect right here, right now, self-reflection where I am right now. I'm still in my bag. I'm still in the field putting in work. And that's all I can do is keep moving forward. It's a new week tomorrow. All I can do is move forward with confidence and joy. I hope you guys enjoyed today. I love you guys. 10 minutes, pen, paper, finger to your keyboard. Just your thoughts. Just you and your thoughts. It don't matter. Reflect on your week. And I hope anything that I've said can help you out. Realize that everything in your life, everything that comes into your life is a lesson, whether good or bad. It's teaching you something that you can carry on into the next week, into the next day, months from now, a year from now. We have to learn things and we have to master them because you never know what type of situation you'll ever be in where you're being tested in a way where it depends on how you're going to react or how patient you're going to be in order to get a check mark by that lesson. Are you going to pass that test? Are you going to be patient enough? Are you going to remain calm enough to pass the test? You know? Are you going to remain humble? Are you going to defeat the devil in your mind telling you to play your cards when that's the dumbest thing you could ever do? Be humble about everything that you have going on. And know that you can be held back. It can be taken away from you. It can push you back 2 or 3 years if you're not humble enough. Because people are also plotting and strategizing. And you never know if people are for or against you. You never know what element people are out here trying to get you in. Stay focused. Remain focused on your life, on your journey. And that's where I'm at. Get in your bag. Really get into who you are. You are capable of so much. Don't allow nothing to mess that up. Don't allow the devil to get into your mind. And the devil comes in all forms, including other people, including money, including social media, including energies, including your own thoughts. Y'all stay safe. It's Saturday. I hope you guys have enjoyed your Saturday. I hope y'all have a great Saturday, however it go for you guys. I love you all. Again, if I have not said it, be humble, be patient, be kind, be gentle, be compassionate. I always say it wrong, so I have to look like, did I say it right this time? But I believe I did. Most importantly, y'all, be yourself. I love you guys. Again, maybe for the 3rd time. But I really, really do. And I thank y'all. I really, really do. From my heart to yours.